After almost 2 weeks, it's time for me to go back to my curls. So I'm gonna show you my simple routine. When my hair is straight, you guys, it's extra thin and I can automatically tell when I need to revert back to my curls. Whenever you go from straight to curly, it's always important to use a moisturizing shampoo as well as a moisturizing conditioner. You also want to make sure that you go in more than once because the first time your hair doesn't really set up that much. And in my case, I like to pay attention to my roots. I wash the whole thing, but I pay attention to my roots when it comes to my shampoo because my scalp is always the problem. When it comes to conditioning, I like to let the conditioner set for the duration of my shower. That way my hair can soak up the conditioner and feel so much better when I'm done washing it. So I literally lost my spray bottle and my hair ended up getting so big, you guys. But thankfully I found it, but I'm gonna end up having to use so much water, which is a good thing because more water the better. So first I'm gonna go with my leave-in conditioner. It's a hydrate and repair from Shea Moisture. I recently bought this and I honestly love it so much because throughout the days I noticed that my hair can get super tangled and feel dry, and it helps with the water to bring my hair back to life. Because you know when you have a week of curls and then by day 4 or 5 you just don't like them anymore, this conditioner really does help me just like my curls throughout the week. For my curls, I just go in with my curl enhancing smoothie, also from Shea Moisture. You guys, I'm a Shea Moisture girly. And the main reason for that is because I used to use a lot of just drugstore shampoo. I really did not understand my hair as much, but now I just I like to stick to one product for a while. Not saying that I don't use other things, like I also use Carol's Daughter and things that will help my hair stay moisturized. But for the days where I keep it simple and my go-to, these are the products that I usually reach for. I also make sure to do my hair in sections. That way I'm able to spread the product evenly throughout my hair, because when I used to do a wash and go, I was not really getting the inside of my hair. So when I started to understand my hair a little bit better, I did it in sections and realized that the moisture would distribute more evenly throughout my hair. Not only that, it actually gets done way faster when I do it in sections, because as long as I get rid of the back first, then the front is so much more easier. So because I just came from having straight hair for a while, I like to train my curls back to the pattern that it was. I could just use the brush as normal, like I would sometimes if I was just doing my curly hair routine over and over. But because I just came from straightening my hair, I like to train them how you see me using the brush right now. That way, my curls can stay intact better. I also find that when I do it this way, I get larger curls and then I can separate them later on. If I don't, then my curl pattern usually is smaller and then my hair will be more bigger and fuller, which I also like. I just feel like I have more control over my hair when I train the curls this way. For years, I just thought my hair could only do volume and not really definition. When it came to me really understanding my curls, I had to understand that it was not only the products that you used, it was the way that you used the products and the tools that you also use to curl your hair. I didn't realize how much water was essential for my curls, as well as having the proper brush. I just thought, some people had more defined curls, some people had more voluminous curls, but for me, I had to realize that no, I needed to add certain products to my hair needed moisture, and I need to use the correct tools in order to train my curls, because I grew up doing a lot of straightening to my hair, a lot of heat damage, and me not understanding that if I wanted curly hair, it took for me to know what products to use. I am also a millennial, you guys, so when I would go to school, when I would go to work, it was like straight hair was the thing. I did not see a lot of girls like me with curly hair all the time. I mean, I would see it sometimes. I was born in the 80s and everything, but it wasn't shown as much as I see it now. So I do prioritize my curls way more now, and I do pay attention to the products that I use. I'm still used to having straight hair, but I actually care about not having to straighten it so much like I used to. There was also a time I would literally just straighten my hair after I straighten my hair and then straighten it again. But now, since I straighten it, I won't straighten it again for months. Probably not until around midsummer, only because I actually care about not damaging my hair so much. Sometimes when I do straighten it, I actually miss my curls right away. But I don't like to, shock my hair after I straighten it. I like to just leave it in for at least a week or two, because I'm like, you know what? After I straighten it this time, I'm not gonna curl it for a while. So I just, leave it in for about 2 weeks, even though I like to wash my hair every week. But because I know I'm not going to straighten it for a while, I just hold on, usually about the 2-week mark. Because my scalp can be so drastic, like I can flake very easily, it just gets very irritated from just product buildup, which is why I don't use so much products at one time, because my scalp literally just can't deal. Then I have to wash it sometimes, like the longest 2 weeks. And sometimes I feel a way that I didn't know so much about my curly hair growing up, and then ended up having to straighten it all the time. But I feel like it made me not be so critical and so anxious when it came to my hair, because I was just doing me. I was just having fun with it. I would trim it, I would do bangs, I would apply so much heat. But it also taught me to, relax, and when I was ready, just understood that this is the type of hair I have. I could straighten it, but I can also curl it. And now that I'm a little bit more grown, I've actually appreciated my hair more in its natural curly state than I did when it was straight. I'm basically trying to say, like, I want this to be a space where we learn about our curly hair. I teach you what I know, but I don't want it to be overwhelming at the same time. We gonna use products that is good for our hair. I will show you hair care and just stuff when it comes to your natural hair, but it shouldn't be exhausting. It shouldn't be overwhelming. It shouldn't be a point where you just hate your hair and you just want to give up. It should just be you being you and just dealing with your hair that God gave you and just understanding it. So I usually diffuse around my roots first, because normally that takes the longest to dry, and I do that for a couple minutes, and then I normally do my ends last. When I'm diffusing, I like to flip my hair in different directions, because if I don't, then my hair is just gonna stay stiff and not have a lot of motion to it. It also helps a lot with the volume of my hair. Just make sure when you are diffusing your hair, you just don't hold your head in one position. Even though I love definition when it comes to my hair, volume means so much to me. But whenever I diffuse my hair, obviously for the first day, it's never as voluminous as I want it to be. And I don't like to pick it and make it so voluminous on day one, because that way my hair will last longer, and my hair tends to frizz very easily. That's why usually by the time I hit the 1 week mark, I'm like, you know what, I have to do my routine all over again. I mean, it will still be good for a couple of days. Sometimes I don't do the exact week. I may go over an extra day or two, especially if I just have things to do. So even right now, I've put so much into making sure that my hair has a lot of moisture. That has been like my goal for the past couple years, maybe for like a year or two. Now it's like I want to control the frizz a little bit more. So it's like, okay, now I'm looking into products that will do moisture and not have so much frizz on my hair and just prevent damage and stuff like that. And that's why I don't use so many products in my hair all at once, because I want to see what's working, see what's not working, see what I should add, see if I should even add anything. And if I do add something, was that a solution or did it make something worse? Okay, let me take it out and switch that product. So I know you don't see a lot of volume on day one, you guys, but like I said, I like to keep it simple on day one, and then as the weeks go by, then my hair gets bigger and bigger, and I actually really love it by day like 2 and day 3. You can also go on my Instagram. I'll leave the link in my bio just for you to see, pics of my hair, what it looks like as the days go by, because I do add a lot of stories and some more content over there. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this one, don't forget to hit the like button, also subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.